What AI disclosures are you required to make to publishers when you are querying a traditional publisher or an agent? We know if you are publishing, you do have to let people know when you've used AI. And we've had lots of episodes, lots of conversations on things like working with KDP or other printers that have you toggle on buttons saying whether or not you use generative or assistive AI. We've talked about the difference between generative and assistive AI. So real quick, generative AI is where AI is creating things for you. It's building an outline. It is doing character development. It is rewriting sentences or structure within your story or cleaning up your story after you've written it. Assistive AI is things like AI spell check, Grammarly, and pro writing aid that learns from other people's manuscripts as they're going through it to give you better results. They're not reconstructing anything. They're just saying, you spelled this wrong. Hey, this grammar is incorrect, by learning from everybody that's involved. So generative is creating or changing in any way. Assistive is just like spell check. So with that in mind, there are different places that require different disclosures. When you are querying a traditional publisher or editor or agent is what I was going for, what do you need to disclose? Well, if you've used generative AI in any way, shape, or form, no one's going to take on your manuscript because there's no copyright protection. You legally cannot be using that on your manuscript if you are going to try to get a traditional contract or print that book somewhere. So if you've used generative AI, and that is your outline, that is character development, that is rewriting sentence structure, that is anything that's not spell check, basically, they're simply not going to take your manuscript. You are required to disclose this to them so that they can just say, oh, thank you so much, bye. And that's what's going to happen. Now, do you need to disclose something like using Grammarly or pro writing aid? That is going to depend on what each specific publisher or agent is requesting. Everybody is now requiring legally to have information inside of their terms of service on their website and their privacy policy and all those things on their website, letting people know their attachment or their rules and regulations surrounding AI. So these are things you're going to find on their website. So if you are going to be querying a traditional publisher or agent, you have to go to their website. And then you need to look in their terms of service. Now, a lot of these people are being preemptive at this point, and they're putting it inside of their query information. So when they say you have to send the first chapter or the first 10 pages and a one-page synopsis and your query and your biography, like the list of things that are required, they usually will have it there. It's usually going to be on their website under what to send us. If it's not, you have to go to their terms of service. It's really important you're reading through them. Now, we know the publishing industry tends to be really behind on a lot of things. They may not have upped their terms of service yet to have the implementation of where they stand on AI, what they decide to do with AI in terms of their business and in working with you and all those things. So if they don't have anything anywhere, if there's literally nothing there, then this is up to you to disclose. For the most part, people understand Grammarly and pro writing aid. Yes, it's titled as AI because it does use AI to learn to give you better results, but it's not changing anything in your novel. It's just fixing those grammar and spelling mistakes. It's not restructuring your sentences. So most people aren't going to care about AI assisted spell check. But every once in a while, you might find a publisher that says, yeah, we want to know. We need very specific information on what you have and have not used, and you will need to disclose, I used Grammarly to spell check this. If you feel the need to announce that you've used Grammarly to spell check it, by all means, have it in there. They're going to appreciate the fact that you were upfront about your involvement with AI. And you just want to be very, very clear, single line. I used Grammarly or I used pro writing aid to spell check this novel. This is known AI. I mean, some variation of that, so that they know that's the extent of your work with AI. You did not use it for anything else. You don't necessarily have to have disclosures, but if you choose to, you can be upfront saying AI was not used in the creation of this novel aside from Grammarly spell check. That's an easy way to say it up front, just to be very clear that you have done the work yourself. Now, as we progress forward, as we learn more things, as more legislation comes out, there are going to be updates to this. So follow along, because we have our lawyer, our IP and entertainment lawyer, who's on every single week answering our questions. And as more legislation comes out, we're going to add to our very, very full AI and publishing playlist about the legal, ethical, and creative side of AI and publishing and how you can use it without being icky or without losing your copyright protection. And then as more things roll out in the publishing industry, as those expectations change, as we get more upfront conversations from publishers and from agents, we're going to update this as well. So drop your questions about using AI and AI disclosures inside of the publishing industry down below, and follow along for daily videos helping you navigate the world of your writing, from your writing to your publishing to your marketing, to make this your most profitable year ever with least amount of stress and overwhelm and time commitment on your content creation. We'll see you in the upcoming episodes.